Wild Talents by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 26F. A case, the details of which suggest that occasionally a dog may be rabid, but that his bites are dangerous only to a most imaginatively excited victim, is told of in the New York Herald Tribune, November 16, 1931. 10 men were bitten by a dog. The dog was killed and was found to have the rabies. The men were sailors aboard a United States destroyer, J.D. Edwards, at Chefoo, China. One of these sailors died of hydrophobia. The 9 others showed no sign of the disease. In such a matter as a fright turning hair grey, it is probable that conventional scientists mechanically, unintelligently, or with little consciousness of the wineness of their opposition, deny the occurrences, as unquestioning obedience is to taboo. My own concatenation of thoughts is that if one's mental state can affect the color of one's hair, a mental state may in other ways affect one's body, and then that one's mental state may affect the bodies of others, and this is the path to witchcraft. It is not so much that conventional scientists disregard or deny what they cannot explain, if, in anything like a final sense, nothing ever has been, or can be, explained. It is that they disregard, or deny, to click concatenations that would lead them from concealed ignorance into obvious bewilderment. Every science is a mutilated octopus. If its tentacles were not clipped to stumps, it would feel its way into disturbing contacts. To a believer, the effect of the contemplation of the science is of being in the presence of the good, the true, and the beautiful. But what he is awed by is mutilation. To our crippled intellects, only the maimed is what we call understandable, because the unclipped ramifies away into all other things. According to my aesthetics, what is meant by the beautiful is symmetrical deformation. By justice, in phenomenal being, I mean the appearance of balance, by which a reaction is made to look equal and opposite to an action, so arbitrarily wrought by the clip and disregard of all ramifications of the action, expressing in the supposed content punishment of the man, regardless of effects upon other persons. This is the arbitrary basis of the mechanical theory of existence, the idea that an action can be picked out of a maze of interrelationships, as if it were a thing in itself. Some wisdom of mine is that if a man is dying of starvation he cannot commit a crime. He is good. The god of all idealists is malnutrition. If all crimes are expressions of energy, it isn't just to pick on men for their crimes. A higher jurisprudence would indict their breakfasts. A good cook is responsible for more evil than ever the demon realm has been. And if we'd all sit down and starve to death, at last would be realized utopia. My expression is that if illnesses, physical contortions, and deaths can be imposed by the imaginations of persons upon their own bodies, we may develop the subject matter of a preceding chapter, with more striking data, or the phenomenon of the stigmata, which, considered sacred by pietists, is aligned by me with hydrophobia.